Hi everybody, this is Skip Alzheimer. Welcome to the AV Geeks lunchtime streaming show. I felt like that film was supposed to be longer, but it's A-roll. So what that means is that you have a roll of film, and you have some visual information. Then you have something that corresponds to a B-reel, and as a way to kind of do transitions between the scenes in A and the scenes in B, you'll have black slug in between. So you'll have a scene in A, black slug, and then you'll have a corresponding image on the B reel. Then you'll have black slug there, and then it'll go back to the A reel, or it actually will go to C or D or E, depending on how sophisticated it all is. And this is all for doing transitions. This is for doing cuts that don't have a visible bump from a splice. So in early cornet films everything's edited on one reel. And so when you watch those actual prints, you'll see that there's these bumps. But anyways, I'm Skip Alzheimer, and this is the AV Geeks lunchtime streaming show, where we just sit and talk about 16mm films and technology and stuff. So someone pointed out, it's like, oh, now's a great time to show a baseball film. I guess this is the World Series. I don't know what's happening. I don't follow sports. That's what my assistant Keishon does. He follows sports, and he lets me know when there's something of interest. All right. Anyways, yesterday was my birthday. I turned 58. I'm old as dirt. At one point during a doctor's checkup, I said, well, being middle-aged, he looked up at me, he's like, you're not middle-aged. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you're not middle-aged. You're not going to live to be 115 years old or 116 years old. I'm like, okay. So it's like, thanks for being a great doctor. All right, so to celebrate, I had a very quiet celebration with Katrina, my wife. It was a good time. Let's have a party. So let's go ahead and start off with the Tupperware party. Enjoy.
It's Tupperware's 10th birthday, and you're getting the present. This is it. If you go to a Tupperware party between now and May 6th, as one of the first 12 guests, you'll receive a lovely costume pin by Volupte, or as a hostess, a beautiful Volupte compact, plus the regular hostess gift. Call your Tupperware dealer or find Tupperware in the yellow pages under housewares or plastics. Or write Tupperware, Orlando, Florida, so you can help celebrate our birthday by accepting a lovely gift.
A lovely gift. We love it. Cindy goes to a party. She figures it out thanks to some magic. Enjoy.
Guess we'll have to finish the game tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow? I'm going to Mary's party tomorrow, aren't you?
A party? Why, I didn't even... No, I don't like parties. I never have any fun at parties.
I was kind of hoping you'd go. Parties are more fun when all your friends are there.
Cindy!
Well, I better go. I'll see you. Here's your ball.
Mother, why do you suppose Mary didn't invite me to her party?
Are you sure you didn't get an invitation?
Maybe they thought I wouldn't want to go to a party. They probably thought I wouldn't know how to act.
Hey, now, your name's Cindy, not Cinderella. You will get an invitation to the party. There's just been some mix-up. Wait and see.
Oh, it's not important anyhow. Good night, Mother.
Good night, Cindy. Your name's Cindy, not Cinderella. You'll go to the party. You'll go to the party.
Cindy. Cindy. Wake up, Cindy. What? Who's there? I don't see anybody.
Of course you didn't. I'm not just anybody. I'm your fairy godmother.
Sure.
You don't believe me? Well, that's up to you. I just thought you might want to go to that party.
Oh, I do.
We've got some work to do. We've got to get you ready.
Oh, but I wasn't invited to the party. They probably thought I'd rather play basketball or go fishing or...
Well, you've been invited, all right. I've seen to that. And I'm going with you. But you mustn't tell anyone.
Not even Dennis?
Well, maybe we'd better tell Dennis. I have a feeling he's going to need my help, too. But hurry up or you'll be late.
But the party isn't until this afternoon.
It is this afternoon. Now hurry up, out of bed. Oh, what a mess. Oh, well, that's why I have the magic wand. Ready?
Oh, but this isn't my very best dress.
Oh, now look. You're not going to the party to show off your clothes. But you should be clean and neat when you go to the party. Oh, we'd better hurry now. We don't want to be late. Ready? Here we go to Mary's. Here we are.
Oh, I hope everyone is already here. I'd hate to be the first one.
I don't blame you. No one likes to sit and wait for a party to start. And a party can't really get going until everyone arrives. So whenever you go to a party, Cindy, always be on time. And when the clock says it's time to go home, be sure to leave on time. That's important.
Will my clothes turn like Cinderella?
Oh, no. But you can spoil the fun of a party if you try to make it last too long so that everyone gets tired and bored.
Come on, Janet. Oh, look, here come some of the others now. We're all getting here at the same time. Where'd you go?
Hi, Cindy. Who are you talking to?
Oh, no, and I was just thinking out loud, I guess. Hi, Janet. Hi, Cindy. Cindy and Bill, so glad you could come. Let's go in the living room.
Cindy,
Well, hi, Dennis.
I thought you weren't coming to the party.
I wasn't, but you'll see her, then you'll understand.
See her? See who?
See me.
What?
She's going to help us enjoy the party.
You are?
Certainly. See, they're setting up for a game of musical chairs.
Oh, but I don't like to...
There. That's the way to have fun at a party. Join in the games. A party calls for teamwork. Why, nobody will have any fun unless everyone joins in. So join in wholeheartedly in any game suggested, and you'll all have a lot more fun.
Everybody get up.
Oops. Remember now. Don't be too noisy or rough. And don't break things.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, and you lost your chair, too. You're out of the game. That's what you get for bumping into things.
Oh, she's only kidding.
I know, but don't tease or make fun of others, not even your very best friends. They might not understand. Why, if they thought you were serious, their feelings would be hurt, and then neither of you would have any fun. Now, would you?
All right, Fairy Godmother. Uh-oh, the music's starting.
What do I do?
Good loser. Bye now.
Stand up.
Come on, Cindy.
Come on. Come on, Cindy. Come on, Cindy. Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. You can beat her.
No, you beat me.
It's It's a tie.
Hey, that was fun. Actually, you won.
Sure she did. But here, Cindy, you show him what I whispered in your ear.
Just as I sat down in the chair, she said, "Be a good winner."
And she was. See how much fun it is when you join in the games in the right ways?
I just hope I can remember the right ways you've shown us.
That's easy. Just remember your manners. Be polite. And above all, be considerate of others. So have fun together.
Come on, you guys. We've got another game.
Have fun.
Come on, let's go. Come on, over here. Let's go. Come on. Anybody want ice cream and cake? Here, Cindy. Here, Dennis.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Mary.
Mary. Where's...
Here I am.
Wait a minute. Don't write anything. I bet I know what you were going to tell us. Remember our table manners when eating.
Oh, now you spoiled my fun. I wanted to write it for you. Now you won't think I've been any help to you.
Oh, you've been a big help, Fairy Godmother. I've enjoyed the party, so go ahead and write it for us if you want to.
Sure, we want you to write it for us.
You do? May I? Remember your table manners. You didn't really need my help. You knew it already. I guess you don't need me anymore. I may as well be going.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. You can't see or hear fairies unless you need them. And you don't need me anymore. But you will remember to leave on time, won't you? And you'll remember to thank the hostess.
And whenever we go to any more parties, we'll remember to be clean and neat and to be on time.
And we'll be considerate of others, too. We'll join in the games.
And to obey the rules.
And make fun for everybody, not fun of anybody, or be too noisy or too rough.
And we'll remember our table manners when eating.
You'll always have fun then, because parties are fun when everyone is considerate of others. Goodbye now.
Look, Cindy.
Oh, Mother, I just dreamed that...
Cindy, here's Mary's sister, Nancy. She just came by to tell you that she was supposed to deliver your invitation to Mary's party 3 days ago, but she forgot. Wasn't it nice of her to come by so early this morning to tell you about it?
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you so much.
Holy cow. So much to unpack there. It's weird. So, Coronet will definitely use a fairy godmother. Encyclopedia Britannica, not so much. But Centron, who made this for Young America Films, Young America Films was really more of a distributor than a film company. Yeah, like, normally fairy godmothers don't show up. Everything is pretty standard. So I totally get why Mystery Science Theater riffed on this, because it's filled with amazing stuff. And, why does an educational film, why does a school film feel like it has to tell a young girl how to attend a party? Like, is that one of the 3 R's? That's one of the things I enjoy when I watch these. But this is really kind of more about social, what I call social engineering, before social engineering was some other term related to fishing. It is the idea that you were teaching young people how to socially interact with others, because, if you learn how to behave at a party when you're a kid, then when you're a teenager and when you're an adult, then you can go to a party and not alienate everybody around you. So anyways, so we're going to have a lot of these things. This next one, and what's interesting is most of the characters in this are female, females having parties. So this one is Surprise for Jean, and this is a birthday party. So we're showing all these films because yesterday was my birthday. Enjoy.
A surprise for Jean. Have you ever had a surprise? You have? Well, Jean is going to have a surprise today. It's a very special day. I'm sending Jean and Frank to the store for a package. But, Jean, you mustn't look to see what's in the package. Promise me? All right, says Jean. I promise, Mother. And away go Frank and Jean down the sunny street. What do you suppose is in the package they are going for? But who is this? Why, it's Frances White. What is Frances carrying in her hands? I'm whispering to Frances. I see someone else across the street. Why, it's Jean's friends, all coming over. Jean's friends, Marjorie, Ellen, Amy, and Ruth. Ellen has a package, and so have the others. What is in the packages? You'll see in just a minute. Here we are in the backyard, all of Jean's good friends. But why is Ellen going to hide? Why is Ruth hiding? And Marjorie and Amy? You'll see in just a minute. And here is the secret. A surprise party for Jean on her 6th birthday. Ruth thinks the birthday table is very pretty. So does Amy. But hide Amy, because Jean may be back at any moment. And we all want to be ready for her surprise party. But I think I hear Jean coming now. I'd better go see. Yes, here they come. Frank has a package. Can you guess what is in the package now? Jean, you stay out here and play with your dolly. Frank, would you come into the house with me? Oh my, there goes Jean. She'll find out the secret. Quick, Frank, catch her. My, that was close. Jean almost saw Frances. That would have spoiled everything. Be quiet, Frances. Jean mustn't know. Not just yet. Hide Ellen and Marjorie. You can have just one peek to see what Frank is bringing. What is it? Why, it's a birthday cake, of course. A birthday cake for Jean with pink and white icing. And with 6 candles. And it's almost time for Jean's surprise. Be quiet, Amy, and hide. Stay hidden, Ellen. Be very quiet, Marjorie. You too, Fluff. Find a place to hide. For here comes Jean. Here she comes. She has her hands over her eyes. Don't peek, Jean. Not yet. Now. Surprise, Jean. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. Surprise. What a fine birthday surprise for Jean. A cake and presents from her friends. Everyone has brought a present. Everyone has a hat and a place at the table. Oh, Mother, thank you so much, cries Jean. Open your presents, Jean. Let's see them. Here's a doll from Mother and Father. And a skipping rope from Amy. And some pretty handkerchiefs from Ellen. Oh, thank you, says Jean. You're very welcome, smiles Amy. But now blow out your candles, Jean. 1, 2, 3, counts Amy. And 4, 5, and 6. Jean has blown them all out. What a nice surprise birthday party. Everyone is having a good time. But here's the birthday cake. Says Frances. Everyone gets a big piece. Everyone thinks the birthday cake looks very pretty. But who is this for? It's for Amy. Goody, 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 says Amy. But she sees something else. Why, it's a tray of ice cream. Ice cream to eat with the cake. And what do you know? A big dish of ice cream for Jean's kitten, Fluff. Will Fluff like that, says Jean. Boy, oh boy. Here, Fluff, Jean calls. Here, Fluff. And here she comes. Jean places Fluff's dish of ice cream on the ground. Will Fluff eat it? Let's see. Yes, indeed. Fluff likes ice cream. And Jean likes her party. Thank you so much for coming, says Jean. And Fluff, how do you like Jean's birthday party?
So someone pointed out in the comments that this is part of a series, Lord Engine, I think, and yes, it is. We see Jean, we see Frank, her brother, we see the dog in other films. That kind of it's simple stories, and I think it's meant for vocabulary building, so yeah. Frank gets into some serious trouble, and he really messes with his sister at one point in a hilarious way. I'm going to have to remember which one that was. But, so Jean is the main character in this next film, and it's a different, we've jumped over to a different educational film company, and it probably was made around the same time, so it's not the same Jean, but maybe that was a common name for girls back then. What makes a good party? I've always wondered. Enjoy.
I just had a letter from my brother, and guess what? He's bringing his roommate home from college. Mother said we can have a party for him, so I was wondering if you could come over tonight and help me plan it. Yes, Nora's coming too. This is one party that just has to turn out right.
Well, the purpose of a party is to have fun together. And a successful party needs planning and skill. Whether it's a special carnival designed for gay entertainment, or a game party in a home, a birthday party, a holiday party, they all take planning, and they should all be fun. Now, the party Jean, Nora, and Eileen are planning. What of its purpose?
The main idea is to introduce Steve to the gang and show him a wonderful time.
Yeah, and show everyone a nice time. Right. Now listen, this is what we have to plan. A guest list, invitations, refreshments, and entertainment. Now, a guest list. Who will we ask? There'll be the three of us and our dates, and I suppose we could have an extra couple and 2 extra girls for Jim and Steve. Now, who do you think, Nora?
Well, let's have Alice and Ted come. They're nice, and they're usually in our gang. Margie's lots of fun. The fellows would like her.
That's right, Eileen. And let's ask Dot. We certainly had a wonderful time at her party last month.
Oh, I'll say.
We all enjoy being together, but is anyone left out?
I don't think so.
Well, that's our guest list. Now, invitations. Should we write? Dear Alice, would you like to come to a party at my house Saturday, March 24th at 8 p.m. and so on?
Why bother to write? This is just an informal party. Let's just phone everyone. Sure.
Good. We'll phone tomorrow. Next business, refreshments.
We have to feed the men.
And the girls, too, especially you.
Gee, thanks. Does it show? Well, we want something to eat and something to drink. Refreshments. How about hot chocolate and sandwiches? I'll fix the sandwiches.
Well, thanks, Eileen. Suppose I talk it over with Mother and get her suggestions.
All right.
All right, now next is entertainment.
We want to show Steve a good time, but, well, we don't know too much about what he likes. The best thing I know for breaking the ice and getting people acquainted is some good mixer games.
Oh, but they can be such a bore if you don't have good ones.
Well, let's go to the library and get some good magazines and books and find some really good games.
Oh, terrific.
I'll do that.
Oh, good. Then this party can just be an informal, get-acquainted sort of party, and we'll have games for entertainment.
Yeah.
Well, list, invitations, refreshments, entertainment. It's the big night. The planning and preparation will help make a good party. But what else makes a good party? It's the skill of the hosts and the skill of the guests in making the party fun for everyone.
Here we are, gang. Step right in.
Hi, Jean. How are you?
I'm so glad you came.
Finally made it.
First, getting everyone acquainted and into the spirit of the party. How's it done?
Come in here, Steve. We'll wait here for the girls to put their coats away.
Okay, Jean.
Well, Steve, what do you think of our gang? What you've met of them, I mean.
Oh, they're swell. But what's this about me being the guest of honor?
Oh, that's Jean's way of keeping you quiet.
Oh, I see.
Margie and Dottie were just thrilled to think you college men would call for them.
Oh, a couple of campus bigwigs we are.
You bet your life. Oh, I think our guests are arriving. Excuse me.
I hope you like our friends, Steve.
Well, I hope they'll like me.
They will.
Hi,
Ah, hello, Eileen. Good to see you.
Hey, hello.
Hi. Are we the first ones here?
Oh, no, Margie and Dottie are here.
Oh.
Hi, Jean. How you been?
Hello, Paul. I'm so glad you could come.
Oh, you can't keep me away.
Eileen, this is Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Hello, Eileen. Aren't you the party planner I've heard so much about?
Well, and this is Paul Johnson, our star tackle.
How you doing, Steve?
Glad to know you,
Let me
Paul.
take your coat.
Notice
Paul.
how Jean
thanks,
helps her
We're
guests
using
get
my
acquainted.
room. I'll go with you.
Oh, no, never
Well,
mind.
the party is off to a good start. Guests are on time. Everyone's out to have fun and to help others have fun. And when all the guests have arrived and have been introduced, the games begin. Well-planned, well-chosen games. First, a simple get-together game. Each one may ask questions and try to guess his own identity. This mixes the group well, and besides, it provides a means of choosing partners for the next game. Having fun together makes a party. This means both hosts and guests. Whenever any of the guests begin to lose interest in a game, the host should start a new game, so fun together can continue. And, of course, the guests have a part in this, too. Each one should try to make the games fun. Each should take part in what the group is doing. And if some guests forget this, well, anyone...
We're going to make a hat for her, and in the end, we're going to give the prize to the best hat. All right, now here are your materials.
A hat-making contest? Well, this will reveal some talent. The party is going well again. Have you noticed some of the skills of the guests that help keep the party fun for all? Let's look for others. And did you ever play rhythm?
1, 4.
Look at me, I'm
4,
free
1.
again.
1, 3.
3, 2.
2, 7.
7, 2.
Oh, now, you took out a turn.
Yeah, you're out.
Yeah,
You're out, too, because you did
I was
that.
6. But you eat now, as long as you got one top.
7.
Or how about charades?
Turn going
We really have a good one.
And then, at just the right moment,
Is anybody hungry? Everything's ready.
is anybody hungry? Well, a little snack certainly is pleasant about this time of evening. Simple food buffet style, an informal way to serve refreshments. Each one can serve himself and help the others, too. And while everyone finishes eating, a little more spontaneous, unplanned fun.
Oh, do you play, Steve?
Does he play? Show him, Steve.
Oh. Come on in, it's fun.
I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. The master's gone away.
When I was young, I used to wait on master and him his play, and pass the bottle when he got dry.
Rush away, Bluetail Pie. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. The master's gone away.
And part of a good party is knowing when to go home, soon after refreshments have been served. Now, let's think back. What made this party such a good one? What do we want to do next time? If you are going to give a party, plan that party around a purpose. Choose your guests carefully. Plan invitations, plan for refreshments and entertainment. Then, practice to be a skillful host. Make sure the party is fun for everyone. And when you're invited to a party, practice the skills of a good guest. Be on time, ready for fun. Take part in the party. Help everyone around you to have a good time. Leave on time and courteously, too, thanking your host sincerely for the good time you've had. All these things help to make a good party, a party that's fun for all.
Corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. The master's gone away.
Yeah, that song does not does not translate. And according to educational films, having someone who knows how to play the piano and sing these songs like Camptown Races and these other ones, it's just the life of the party. Everybody gets excited and starts playing. It's only later that they start talking about playing records and dancing. Yeah, fascinating. And what's interesting thus far is the films have all been about girls planning the party and attending the party. And it's like, what would this be like if it was aimed at a, an 11-year-old boy who's planning a party? Like, what would that be like? Mom, can we get some pop and some chips and popcorn? And can we just go play down by the river and break bottles? That's my take of what a party was like back in the day. But this next film, it shows male characters, and I'm assuming platonic male characters, planning a party, and then everything that goes into inviting people, etc. Let's have a party. Enjoy.
On a quiet, pleasant afternoon, nothing at all was happening. Oh, well, nothing, that is, of a particularly active or strenuous nature. The hamster was engaged in perhaps his second favorite occupation, Dum diddy dum diddy dum 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 diddy dum diddy dum 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 diddy dum diddy dum 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 dum. The rat was quietly whiling away the time reading a romantic novel.
Well, what's the big cleanup for, my friend?
Dum diddy dum diddy diddy dum 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 dum. Oh, just in case any of our friends drop over, Roderick.
Why, are we expecting them?
Oh, no, but it would be very nice if they came. Dum da dum 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 diddy dum diddy day diddy.
Well, my goodness, Hammy, why don't we have a party?
Oh, Roddy, when?
Why, well, we'll send the invitations out right now.
Oh, Roddy, can I help?
The rat threw down his book and briskly walked over toward the typewriter, stopping to ask the hamster who he would like to invite.
Why, all our friends, Roddy. Everyone who will fit into the house, that is. May I type, Roddy?
The rat tried to explain to his friend the difficulties involved in using the machine and that it required a certain amount of skill. But the hamster was not to be deterred, and so the rat was truly amazed at the way Hammy tackled the job. I believe you're supposed to sit at it, not on it, my friend. With a vim and a vigor known only to hamsters, he pounded away at the keyboard, and the invitations rolled out at an incredible rate. Meantime, the rat took his position at the little desk beside the typewriter and began to sign the invitations that his friend was typing. The hamster sat back to admire his work, justly proud. But eventually there were simply no more invitations to type, and many other things to be done. So he set about doing them with a vengeance. Roderick proceeded with the invitations to the mailbox. He considered taking the boat, but then decided that it was a very fine day for a walk through the woods. He hadn't gone far when he was stopped by a familiar sound. Good morning, Hornets. Would you care to join us in a party this evening?
We'd be delighted to come, Mr. Rat, but we're throwing a little swarm of our own tonight. Thank you very much. Roderick nodded politely and proceeded through the forest. He asked the flowers, and they replied that they would love to come, but were really in no condition to travel. Roderick understood. The bee was working so hard and buzzing so loudly that he did not even hear the rat calling him.
I say, shouted Roddy, we're throwing a party.
Oh, we workers don't have very much time for that kind of thing, but we'd be glad to supply the honey. The offer was accepted, and Roderick moved on. Then suddenly he stopped and looked very embarrassed. I hear that you and Hammy are giving a party tonight, Mr. Rat. Roderick stammered.
Well, yes, and we would like to have you, dear, only you know that I'd never be able to get through your front door.
Well, now, that's all right, Roddy. I understand. Now, please don't feel badly about it. Say hello to Hammy for me. There was a spicy flavor in the air that made the trip seem very short, and with a leap and a bound, Roderick found himself at the hollow stump, which served as a mailbox for the community. He deposited the invitations, then dashed back to help Hammy prepare for the party. In the kitchen, the hamster was having a ball. Everything you could think of was on the table waiting its turn to be mixed into the cake.
Well, I see things are well underway, my friend. Anything I can do to help?
The hamster replied that he would like to do it all by himself, thank you, but Roderick would be welcome to watch if he chose. So the rats had a grandstand seat for perhaps the most amusing demonstration of cake baking ever seen along the riverbank.
Hammy, are you sure you need so much flour? Why, the last time I baked a cake, Hammy. Please, my friend, please do control yourself.
Oh, Roddy, it's all so exciting. I just get carried away. Oh, my.
Now, what have you got in mind?
Well, I've used everything but the kitchen sink, and I thought just for good measure we might try.
The rat explained that this was just an expression used by some people who'd never known hamsters, and suggested that the batter was quite well seasoned without it. In fact, he said the mix looked as ready for the oven as it probably ever would. And so Hammy rewarded himself by licking not only the bowl, but his own paws as well. The tantalizing smells that came from the oven set Hammy's nose twitching as it had never twitched before. Well, I think it's about time, my friend. Well, before Roderick had finished speaking, the hamster had the oven door open and was sniffing away at the contents. Bring it out, and we'll see what kind of a cook you are, old boy, said the rat. Well, Hammy needed no urging. He was into the cake as though he had not eaten for days. Hammy, I thought the cake was for the party, cautioned Roderick. Oh, Roddy, forgive me, but I just had to taste it. The task before them was a discouraging one indeed. Oh, my, we'll never get this all cleaned up in time for the party, moaned Hammy. The rat assured his friend that there was no such word as never. The hamster struggled with the broom and managed to clear up most of the debris in short order. Oh, Roddy, I've always wanted to dust. May I please dust the room? Roderick averred that the hamster might make a very fine duster indeed. So Hammy started in, and the dust fairly flew ahead of him. There. Now, what can I do next? Well, you might try scrubbing the floor, suggested Rat, who had suddenly realized that the soapy water might be hard on his hands. Hammy explained to his friend that he was an expert in scrubbing floors, and it would be quite in order for Roderick to sit out and rest for a while he carried on. But things didn't work out exactly as he had planned. Oh, I'm sorry, Roddy. I, I guess I overestimated my own strength. Roderick had proceeded with the final part of the job. He was perched on top of a very tall stepladder, hanging paper streamers and lanterns to give the room a gay and festive air. The hamster watched with great interest. "Can I help, Roddy?" "Oh, no, my friend," replied the rat, who enjoyed this type of work. It's just a matter of getting the right bit of paper in the right place. I think I can manage. Roddy, do be careful. It's awfully high. I'm quite used to it. Oh, Roddy, please don't fall. Roddy, Mr. Hamster, you're just an old fuss budget. Why, you... Now, look out, Roddy. Don't lean over so far. Roddy! The rat was a sorry sight and looked very much ashamed of himself for all his overconfidence a few moments ago. "Are you, all right, my friend?" he asked rather sheepishly. I'm fine, Roddy. I hope you didn't hurt yourself." And he moved out from under the pile of paper toward the rat. Roderick assured Hammy that the only damage had been to his pride, and that, if nothing else, he had learned a great lesson from the accident, and hoped that Hammy had too. And Hammy assured Roderick that he was always learning great lessons from him, and for this reason watched him very closely at all times. Well, upon hearing this, the rat resolved to be much more careful in future about falling off ladders and other things. After mutually consoling one another, the two friends started in again. A very reserved rat on top of the ladder, and a very helpful and devoted hamster dashing hither and yon below, getting together all of the things that the rat needed to complete the decorations. Eventually, the room took shape. Even as Hammy watched, it was transformed before his very eyes into a sort of fairy palace. Food for a banquet was laid out on the table with every conceivable kind of thing to eat, and brightly burning candles gave the little home just the right atmosphere for the party. The animals arrived, and conversation began, and games were played, and everybody talked and laughed and had a lovely time. Finally, when the food was served, they dug in with true animal fervor. The hamster and the rat congratulated each other on a highly successful evening. And it is here that we must leave them now, for it's getting late in the tiny house, and it looks as if the party may continue for some time.
So there's different variations on this series, which was Canadian, and I haven't found other ones in the series from this time period, which I think was maybe late 50s, early 60s. But man, that rat, like, typing on the typewriter, writing party invitations, holy cow, that just something about that, I was just like, this is awesome. So I just definitely am trying to find more of those films. I showed that as part of a show that I did called Rats, and it's all these, most of them are horrifying films about rats, including Rat-Topolis, but then I kind of put this in as a kind of a breath mint to kind of be like, all right, Jeremy, thank you for donating. He donated via the Super Thanks button in YouTube. One of the things I'm trying to do is I'm still trying to help people in Western North Carolina who suffered through Helena and got, in some cases, 2 feet of water in a very short period of time and dealt with horrible flooding. I mean, there are rescue efforts. There are people getting their power back, getting water back, but it's still rough. There's a lot of people that haven't been discovered yet, and we hope that they are well and they get back, but there's a lot of misinformation going around. And so one of the places you can donate is you can go here to belovedasheville.com/get-involved. They've been around before the hurricane and did a lot of work with local entities and organizations in the area, and they are in a good position, and they also are all volunteers, so the money goes, almost all the money goes directly towards whatever effort they're doing. So this is a place you can donate. Also on my Facebook page, there's a place you can donate to the United Way in Buncombe County. You don't have to pick these places. There's other ways that you can donate, and even if you donate $5, that's a step in the direction, and I would appreciate that for my birthday. And so, Jeremy, your donation to me is going to go to them. So thank you so much. All right. Richard Saunders. Anybody know who that is, Richard Saunders? He plays the teacher in this film. And if you don't know Richard Saunders, you will see his face and immediately know who he is. So this is The Party's Over. Enjoy.
Something's going on. Listen and I'll tell you all. Kids at Jackson Junior High are learning all about alcohol. Something's going on. Something's going on.
Well, first off, let's not forget that there is such a thing as a legal drinking age. And in many places, the buying or even the possessing of alcohol, liquor, if you're underage, can mean problems. Now, keeping that in mind, at what age do you think drinking should begin? Jennifer?
I think 18 would be a good age to start. You weren't even thought
Well,
about
Mark,
it.
why
It's already 18. I don't see any reason why you have to be that old. I mean, maybe for hard liquor or something like that, but beer or wine or something like that, I think you should be maybe 16. See?
Well, I think the older you are, the better, because besides your body being more mature and being able to handle it more, you're more mature, and you know how much you can handle.
Fred, do you really think that you're old enough?
Stupid. If you're old enough to drive when you're 16, then you've got enough judgment and maturity to drink when you're 16. I think it's...
I mean, you can get a
I don't think you
permit
have
when
age
you're
grade.
15.
Let's have one
You don't
person
have
at
to
a time. Here we go. Betty?
I know what they would say if you call on him. Like, they'll say each person is individual and each person can handle his own amount and that no one else can decide for you and stuff. But I think until you're 18, when you're 18, just about everybody can handle it to the best of their ability, as best they're ever going to. So they should wait till they're 18 before they try it.
Well, what's the matter, Cookie? Why don't you agree with it? Now, what's a good age to begin drinking, do you think?
Well, I think it depends on the individual. I mean, like, there's 30-year-old men laying in the gutter, you know. They can't drink yet either. I mean, 18 and 30, what's the difference?
You're saying they could be just as immature at 30
just
as...
immature as they are when they're 14 or just as mature, you know.
Okay, Ken?
People that are in the gutter at 30 are probably the people that started drinking when they were 11 and 12.
How do you know?
Well, that's just, I'm just saying that.
Well, how do you know?
They weren't so, they started out being irresponsible with their drinking and they still are at 30.
Bobby, what do you think about that?
Well, 18 is a good age, you know. You may be, after you start driving, you know, that's one, you know, responsibility that you take on. So if you can take on alcohol,
At the same
18's
time.
a good age, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, I don't understand why kids want to start drinking in the first place when they know how bad it can be.
People like that are ancient.
What do you mean by that?
Well, like, most of the accidents on the roads have been caused by drunken people and things like that, and it could really be dangerous.
Don't forget, on Monday, we'll have that report of the interview with the chief of police. All right? Now, have a nice weekend.
Oh, Sarah, what time's your party tonight? About 7:30. Okay.
Hey, Cookie, how come you weren't invited to Sarah's party tonight?
Sarah's having a party?
Yeah, Nora said there are just going to be some girls and their parents aren't going to be there.
Oh, I wouldn't go to that if you paid me. That's kid stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I think somebody's jealous.
Cut that out.
Hey, let's go to this party, too.
What do you mean? Crash it?
Yeah, why not? Hey, let's do. We know everybody there.
I'm in.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on. It'll be lots of fun. We'll just stop by for a while.
Well, okay.
Great, I'm going to bring me some brew.
Yeah, what you gonna get?
Oh, I'll grab it out of the fridge from old man's not looking. I do it all the time.
Cool. Listen, I left out plenty of food for you kids. Oh, and there's a frozen pizza in the refrigerator in case you feel like that, okay?
I want your girls to be asleep when we get home. It'll be late. Agreed?
Agreed.
Good night, hon.
Good night.
Night.
Hey, man, don't be doing that. Somebody might see us. Big deal. So I'm having a little beer. So what? Here's Sarah's. Come on. People, they need us.
Hey, I'm not too sure I want to go to this. It's a dumb party anyway.
Come on.
Let's go.
Come on, Cookie. Just for a little while. Come on. Hey, Sarah, what's happening?
Sorry. Girls coming.
We're going to a party with this girl. You want to dance?
Dance. Well, just to mess up the place, and you can't stay long.
Okay, that's cool. Well then, since we're all one big happy family, allow me to provide some refreshments. Ta-da!
Hey, out of sight.
Courtesy of Freddie's fridge.
Hey, nobody said anything about drinking. This is my house and my...
Oh, it won't hurt. Make you relax. Be real cool. So how about it? Want a drinky poo? Huh? Oh, come off it, Sarah. How about you, Cookie?
Yeah, sure, Freddie.
Come on, everybody. Relax. Have some wine. Listen to some music. Have a blast.
Let me ask you this. When was the first time that you ever tasted alcohol? Okay, Sarah?
Well, about 3 years ago on New Year's Eve, we were at a New Year's Eve party in Kentucky. My mother gave me a sip of her champagne, but I didn't like it.
That was the first time? That's the first time you ever had any champagne? Fred?
Well, I don't think you have to be at a party just to try your alcohol. I think, you know, like, you do it anytime you want to. Like I did. See, my old man, he drinks a lot, and I see him open up the fridge all the time, so I guess I was about 8 years old, and I went, you know, that's when I want a beer, so I went in the fridge and got it out, you know, so no big deal.
Tell me something, Ken. If you had children, how would you want them to first encounter alcoholic beverages?
If I had any control over it, like, I I probably would, but I wouldn't let them go, like Fred said, go to the refrigerator. I probably wouldn't keep beer around where they could get it.
Did everybody first taste their alcohol except for Fred? Everybody else in the room, tell me, was it usually with the parents present or not?
Oh, yeah, when you first experience, I guess most everybody's had their parents around, you know, to give it to them.
Well, do you think there should be some sort of control or supervision over encountering alcohol?
Yeah. I think the first time you drink is with your parents, but I think first time you get drunk is usually with your friends and at parties.
Yeah.
That's when
you mean if you have a party or something, if you drink alone, you might just drink as much as you want. You might overindulge or abuse alcohol, don't you think?
Yeah.
Isn't it wise to have your parents watching after you when you begin?
They probably would. I think, at parties, at parties I go to, people don't really just drink it because they like it, you know. They drink it to get drunk.
So you think it's better to drink it under parental supervision, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you won't abuse it in front of your parents, at least I wouldn't.
All right. Now, it seems to me, from what you've all been saying, that the following conclusion is true. That while drinking under controlled supervision of your parents or parents' friends may not necessarily be a bad thing, drinking alone, like Carla said, can lead to problems. But let's not forget that matter of the legal drinking age. Also, I think as the only adult here, I should present a view held by many adults, perhaps even most, that even if there were no legal drinking age, kids your age simply can't handle alcohol.
I'm an El Crash Your Air Play Party, and I recommend El Chico wine. Get nice and high and fly around the room by.
Man, sidewalks is for sissies. So if you want to lie in the gutter like a real man, try wino. Straight from the bottom. This is the nicest wine I ever tasted. It's the bestest wine in the whole wide world.
Man, this thing's almost empty. How much have you had anyway?
50 is the one. She drank the whole bottle.
No, she didn't. She just had a little taste.
It was Carol.
It was not. I didn't even like it.
It was Nora. Hey, she drank the whole bottle. Come back, you wino. What's the matter, you drunk or something?
Well, if it isn't Nora. Had enough to drink?
Oh, come on. I just tasted a little. I wanted to see what it was like.
Nora, what's going on in there?
Fred's getting a little drunk.
Oh, great.
Hey, remember what happened when Fred got drunk at the basketball game? He started a fight with one of the teachers.
Oh, wow. What should I do?
Call the police. That'll serve him right.
No, call the neighbors. Ask them for help.
Don't do anything. They'll leave in there out of alcohol.
Tell him to leave or else. I better go in there and do something.
Hi, enjoying yourself?
Oh, hi. Yeah, it's good food.
Yeah, Alice worked on this spread for 3 days.
Well, it's really good. It's a nice place.
Where's Don?
It's in the pool.
Come join us when you get filled up.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just don't think school is the proper place for my son to be taught his drinking habits.
But he's not taught drinking habits, Alice. This alcohol project gives kids information. I know Sarah needed to make a decision about drinking. We're not always around.
Our son Stephen came up to me this afternoon, looked at the buffet and said, "Good, Dad. It's better not to drink on an empty stomach."
That's what I mean. They're learning. Give them some facts. Get it out in the open. Let them recognize for themselves what their responsibilities are.
I'm almost empty. Can I get anybody anything?
Oh, no, thank you.
No, we should be going.
We have to drive anyway. I told you about checking in on Sarah's party at our place.
When are you guys leaving?
Oh, come on, Sarah. We just got here.
Off me.
Freddie.
Hey, man, don't start none of that stuff.
Please go.
Man, you're asking for it. I'll lay off it, Fred.
Get him out of my house.
Wait a minute, Sarah. Give me a second to talk to him. Come on, Freddie.
Will you just tell me what I did was so bad?
Sometimes you're a real bummer.
Give me one of your lectures.
I'm gonna give you a fat lip. That's what I'm gonna give you.
Hey, booze.
Leave their booze alone. What kind of problems do the police encounter with minors who drink?
Well, Jennifer, much the same problems as they encounter with adults who use alcoholic beverages to an excess. Of course, alcoholic beverages do tend to lower the inhibitions, and the result sometimes is disorderly conduct, such as rowdy conduct on the streets, or cursing or fighting.
Gin, green stuff, brandy, whiskey.
Hey, man, where did you get that stuff?
Gift from Sarah's daddy.
Put that stuff back. They don't belong to you. We're not allowed to.
Not allowed. Says who?
My parents will be furious when they find out about their liquor, Freddie.
She's right. Put it back and let's go.
Who needs you? Hey, Nora, how about another drink?
I'm not getting drunk like you, Fred.
Can't you get him to stop?
Are you kidding? All I gotta do is try and he'll get a girl who doesn't care if he drinks or not.
Doesn't he know he's too young to drink?
He doesn't care. He does it to act big.
What can I do?
I don't know. You're so smart. I thought maybe you'd know.
Well, you're in the class that I called, too. You know, we can all get into trouble for this.
I told him that, and he just told me I was crazy.
What was that? Oh, wow.
God, what a bunch of babies. Cutting sissies. You know, if it weren't for me, you'd all be having a pretty lousy time.
Leave my house. Right now.
Your house. Well, this is what I think of your house. Man, you are not cool. Leave me alone.
Come on, Freddie.
You too. I thought you were my friend. I want another drink.
Now, what the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on in here?
I love that so much. So open-ended. So there's others in that series, Jackson Junior High series, but none of them are nearly as good as the Party's Over. So good. Okay, one last film. I mean, I know I'm over time, but man, I can't do a show about birthday parties without showing this film. And you all probably, those of you who have followed me, know this film, but I like it because it's also open-ended. And Jeremy, thank you so much for the kind, amazing gift donation. That will go to belovedasheville.com. And so thank you. Yeah, no clowns this time. Enjoy.
It's Grandma's birthday today. I can't play with anybody. I gotta hurry home and help. I just can't wait for the birthday cake and the party. Grandma's gonna be so surprised. It's a good thing that Grandma doesn't understand English. We can plan a party. Hi, Mom. Hi, Pamela. How's school? Fine. Happy birthday, Grandma.
There's just so much to do before dinner, Pamela. While I work here, why don't you do these errands? Now, I ordered this special birthday cake from Donkey for Grandma. I think it's ready, so first, go to the bakery for Grandma's birthday cake, okay? Be careful, okay? And then go and get 4 bạc toy, ngà toy, and get a little something special for Grandma from you. She'll like that.
Grandma's never had a cake before. She's gonna love it. Isn't that funny? They don't have birthday cakes in China. Let's see now. She came here from Hong Kong about when school started. Hello, Mrs. Wong.
Hi, Kiệt Trinh.
Is Grandma's birthday cake ready yet?
係啦，整好啦，同你整好啦，你等下我又喺後邊攞俾你啦。
Okay, thank you.
你睇幾靚，傑晶。
Oh, that's pretty.
I wrap it for you. You look around for a couple minutes.
Alrighty.
You have to carry it carefully, Pamela.
That's what my mom said. Hello, Mr. Chow.
Hi, Pamela.
I would
你好了吗？
Yeah, I would like those duck and these vegetables.
刮在喺嗰度。
All these special Chinese food for Grandma's party. What up, bok toy, not toy. All her favorite food. If it was my birthday, I know what I'd have. I'd have watermelon and pizza. It's my grandma's birthday.
Tell her a happy birthday.
Oh my gosh, the cake. A little something special for Grandma. It's Grandma's birthday and I'm doing the errands. I like a little something special for her.
Man, I love showing that to live audiences. People, especially when the credits come up, people scream. They're like, "What? What happened?" Love it. So good. Anyways, so that was filmed in Chicago, FYI. Chicago's Chinatown. Big fan. Thank you so much for watching today, and thank you for all the birthday wishes. Yeah, I love doing this. This makes, even though yesterday was my birthday, it makes today a lot of fun. So, okay, so here's the curveball that's coming. For the next couple of months, I might not be in this space. I might be back in the old space when we started in COVID because we're doing some renovation work, and yeah. But I will continue to do live shows and show you stuff, and we'll try to figure out a way to get this scanner behind me there, to that space. But thanks again, and I will see you tomorrow. Everybody have a great rest of your day, and we will talk soon. Goodbye, everybody.